Hey everyone, Grandmaster Ben Finegold here. Oh, I'm so tired. No, not, well, I'm a little tired. Okay, well today I lost because that builds character something. Okay, um, well D4 was already played. Okay, I played Robert Hess, and he played the Grenfell, which possibly he's never played before. Yeah, I don't know if he's ever played the Grenfell. Okay, um, talked to Alejandro after the game, and he said he doesn't remember Hess playing the Grenfell. He definitely hasn't played it in the last 6 or 7 years. But I didn't look at his games when he was a little kid, so he might have played it then. I played 3 or 4 different lines against it, but I didn't look at it at all before the game because he doesn't play the Grenfell. Okay, so I played what I've been playing recently. I played this against a Wonder, and then I played it in the Pro Chess League against Corilla. Both games were draws. I was better and worse in both games. So, okay. In this position, a Wonder played knight b6, and Corilla played knight takes c3. Those are the two main moves. And Hess played c5. I mean, I played Corilla like 2 weeks ago. It was the game before I played Mamanjarov, and I have no idea what happened. I can't tell you if he even played c5. I'm sure he did, but that's all I remember is this. Okay, so I castled, and somehow we played like the main move every move. These moves are all... You could play knight c6 here. He played b6. I could play e4 right away, but I played bishop b2, and then I played e4. And basically, Robert played like a computer this game. If I was playing online against somebody under 2300, I would talk to the appropriate people about them using a computer. But since I'm playing Robert in real life, he just plays good. So if you want a tip out there, sort of a free chess lesson, unless you donate, it's not free. Don't play people who play really well. Play like really bad people, and then you'll win. Here, like knight c6 makes more sense to me. But okay, he played knight d7. I'm sorry, he played e6. And here I thought knight c6 made more sense. E6 makes sense. I don't play d5. If I can play d5 and move my bishop and play c4, okay, then things will get explosive. Yeah, if I can start pushing my pawns. E6 is right. Bishop d3 is okay. It's never been played before. People move their rooks in the center. Ugh. Okay, bishop d3. I don't want my bishop on c4 because eventually he's going to play c takes d4, and my queen's going to get overworked because it's defending, two things. So I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so bishop d3. Knight d7 surprised me. Played e5. And even though the idea that he played is typical in the Slav, and I've played it, I didn't see it coming here. So rook ac8 surprised me, because I didn't know what that did. So okay, I went on the attack like I did against a Wonder. I attacked a little less crazy, since my Wonder attack didn't work at all. Knight g5 is a good move, though, because I want to play knight e4, and then eventually somewhere good. Rook fd8 really surprised me. Again, these are the best moves. Putting his rooks in the center, I thought, what's the rook doing on c8? He's undefending his f-pawn. Rawr. Here the computer says white's a tiny bit better. I really didn't understand this game. I thought I should, do this and Donkey Kong it. Play like h4, f4, h5, f5, move my arms like this. But yeah, the computer just wants me to put my rooks in the middle and do nothing, play knight e4, and be slightly better. I was just wondering, should I play h4, f4? Because after h4, I can play h5, and after f4, I can play f5. And I played f4 because it defends my e-pawn some more, so there's no tricks. It defends my knight, so queen e7 and bishop h6 don't get a tempo. My rook has more space over here. My queen is defending g2, so there's no queen c6 threatening mate. And I thought a more dangerous plan was g4, f5, than h4, h5. h4, h5, but if I play g4, f5, then... Okay, and computer doesn't like f4. It doesn't say I'm worse, it just doesn't play f4. Okay, and after he traded, I was very sure he would play bishop to d5, because the bishop's great on d5. He can put his queen on b7 or c6. He can try to trade bishops. And he thought a long time here, and I was like, what other move is there? And then he played knight b8, which is the computer move. And for some reason... During the game, when he played knight d7, I was like, knight d7, when I play e5, his knight can't move anywhere. So, of course, he moved his knight back to b8, and now he's going to try to attack my d-pawn by playing knight c6. And also possibly knight a5 or knight b4, also possibly knight e7. So the knight's much better on c6 than on d7. That's why I was surprised when he played knight d7. Okay, and the computer says this is about equal. I have some more space, and he's got the d5 square. He's got the nice bishop on b7. He's got the c-file. My d4 pawn is weak. My bishop on b2 isn't really helping. Okay, I played rook a d1, which computer's not a fan of. It wants me to defend my pawn like with queen e3, and then maybe knight e4 or knight e4 right away. It says like white's up like 0.05 or something. Okay, rook a d1, bishop d5 also surprised me because I thought he didn't play bishop d5 the previous move, and he played knight b8, so he's going to play knight c6. But of course, bishop d5 is the best move, putting pressure on a2. And now when he plays knight c6, he's not blocking his bishop. Okay, and knight e4 is correct. Knight c6 is correct. And I sort of want to play knight d6, but not if he's going to take it, because that seems like a nice exchange sack. Then all my play is gone, my pawns are weak. And the computer agrees if I play knight d6 here, he just takes it, and then my game is not very good. I'm up in exchange for a pawn, but my position is terrible. My d-pawn's weak, his pieces are all great, f-pawn's weak. So I'd rather not let him do that, and the computer agrees. It wants me to play either rook a c1 or bishop a6 or a3, which I thought about all those moves, and I just couldn't help myself. I wanted to attack while his pieces were all on the queen side. Probably, if I had to play the game again, I would play a3. Actually, I was worried about bishop b3, which I'm not even sure why I shouldn't be worried about that. Let me turn my engine on because I'm confused. A3 stops knight b4 basically forever, although there were positions I thought about playing bishop a3 so I could get into d6. That sort of stops me too. So I wonder what, let me turn the default kibitzer on. Wow, it did all kinds of crazy things. All right, so, well, okay, now you can't really see anything, which is good. Yeah, I'm really confused about this analysis. What am I missing? Everything? Oh, it thinks something that I don't believe. Oh, because I have queen d2 at the end. Okay. Yeah, okay. It just sees like 30 moves out. Okay. So in the game, I thought if I played a3 and he played bishop b3, that if I played rook c1, pinning his knight, he would just take. And if I take his queen, he takes my queen, and he's winning, because I'm going to lose my rook at the end. And I thought this was terrible for me, but the computer says I'm better. So I'm not sure why I'm better, but I assume... Ooh, was queen b2 good? I didn't see queen b2. It's possible queen e3 is also good, which I also didn't see. Yeah, I didn't see that all his pieces are hanging. I just saw he has 2 rooks for a queen and an extra pawn and 2 bishops. So normally I would resign here. I think if it's black's move, I just resign. But I guess since none of his pieces are defended, that... okay. So I guess queen e3 or queen b2 are good. One of them. Yeah. I'm not sure how good that is. I guess I'd rather be white. Okay. Anyway, that's the reason I didn't play a3. I knew that it stopped knight b4, but since bishop b3 was interesting, and I want to play bishop a3 later, maybe, I didn't play a3. Bishop a6 and rook c1 are interesting. Okay, I played queen f2 because I want to checkmate him. So when I play knight f6 and queen h4, I want to defend my d4 pawn. So now if I ever play rook c1 to pin his knight, knight takes d4 doesn't attack my queen. So queen f2 made a lot of sense to me. Okay, he played knight b4, which I expected. Attacking, he wants to take my bishop. And I played bishop b1, which is the computer move, saving my bishop and defending my a-pawn. And now again, he surprised me, and it's the computer move. He played knight takes a2. And now I had pleasant memories of my game with Fidel Corrales Jimenez, which I made a video about 2 weeks ago maybe, where his knight was on a2, and then I mated him. I don't really have a mating attack. I just thought I did. So, what should I do here? Again, if I play knight d6, he's probably just going to take it. Yeah, I guess I can't mate him if my bishop on b2, my rook on d1, and my rook on f1 don't do anything, because it's hard to mate him with no pieces. Okay, so I played knight f6. He has to take it, because if I take his bishop on d5, then his knight on a2 is not defended. So he has to play bishop takes knight. Takes. And if I can play queen h4, queen h6, things are looking good. Now, the only defense to that, from his point of view, is to get his queen to f8. So if I play queen h6, he plays queen f8. So he played queen d6. Okay, and now we both had about 5 minutes left, maybe less, to get to move 40. So this is funny. I was looking at 2 moves. I played one and I lost. And then after the game, I was like, maybe this other move is good. And the computer hates the other move even more. And it just says my game is horrible here. Rook d3 is the other move. I want to play rook h3. And more importantly, I want to play bishop a3. Because my rook's defending my bishop on a3. And then he can't play queen f8 if my bishop's on a3. So, and the reason I didn't play it was... he plays bishop c4, and I thought if I played bishop a3, he takes, I take, he takes, and I just assumed that this was losing, though knight on a2's hanging, so I don't know. Computer said bishop c4 is right. I mean, even now I don't know what's going on. This game's too hard. After bishop c4, I was looking at rook h3 just to mate him, and the computer was laughing at me. But I wonder on bishop a3... Oh, I guess because it doesn't think about my attack at all being any... he can take on d4 and f6. Oh, man, I don't see anything. So actually, I'm not mating him like I thought I was. Let's make a random move, like queen, I don't know, somewhere. d7. Okay. And now if I try to mate him, which looks like I made him, yay, then he checks me, and then he takes on f6, and I don't mate him. Yeah, I'm sort of going all in, and I probably should have folded. Okay, anyway, I wasn't really looking at bishop a3. I was looking at rook h3, bishop f1, queen h4. I'm giving all my pieces away, and I'm trying to mate him, and the computer's just like h5 and black's +6 or something. And I'm like, but I'm attacking him. The computer's like, no, you're not. I mean, it looks really dangerous, if you're a human, like queen g5. I can play bishop g6 and rook h5. And the computer's like, you got nothing. So, I don't know why I have nothing. It looks like I have a nice attack. I don't know what to tell you. Rook c1's interesting. That's the problem when I give all my pieces away. He can give some back too. I'm not even sure what he does here. I just know that the engine said I'm getting crushed. But during the game, I almost did this because I wasn't sure what he would do here. All right, well, I'm curious. So let's see why he's plus 1,000. Every move wins? It doesn't matter what move I make? Okay, well, there's a very simple way to win, which would dissuade me from looking at this. Queen d5, threatening to trade queens, which obviously I can't do. And I can't mate him because he mates me. Okay, and it also said rook c1, it said every move won. Anyway, I didn't do this, but I was wondering if it worked. Okay, so instead of rook d3, which also loses but prevents what he did, I played queen h4. Okay, and now I'm ready to play rook d3, bishop a3, and so forth. And he played knight c3, and I calculated to a position I thought was winning, and I was like, well, why is he letting me win? But I was like, well, I don't have time to figure it out. I had 4 minutes, and he had 3 minutes. I don't know. Maybe he had more than me. And I was like, well, if I don't play the line that I think wins for me, I'm going to lose anyway. I'm down a pawn. I have the worst pawn structure ever. All my pieces are hanging. His bishop on d5 is great. He has 2 connected passed pawns. I have to mate him. I can't just play a regular game here. So what I did is okay. I played rook d3, and he took my bishop. And now I played bishop a3. I'm sorry, I took. Yeah, I can't play bishop a3 because his knight takes it. Okay, so it takes. Threatening bishop a3. He played rook c2, threatening my g2 pawn. And again, I'd seen this when he played knight c3, and I thought this wins for me, and I was like, well, it can't win because he wouldn't allow it then. He was very confident the way he was playing. So I was like, I'm missing something. I just don't know what it is. Even if I knew what it was, it's too late anyway. So, okay, bishop a3, rook g2 check, king f1. Okay, finally, I'm asking you to pause your video. Your queen's hanging. Okay, bishop takes queen. And if you move your queen, I'm going to play mate because your queen can't go to f8 anymore. Okay, so actually, if you don't find the winning move for Robert, you lose. So I didn't see the winning move. And when I played bishop a3, when he played rook g2 check and I just played king f1, after about 4 or 5 seconds, I was like, oh, that probably wins for him. And then it does. So pause your video, black to play and win. This is difficult. Unless you've seen the game, then it's not as difficult. Pause your video. I'll wait. Did you donate yet? No? Okay. I'll wait. You can donate. Okay, so yeah, after I played king f1, I was like, oh, we could play g5. And g5 does everything. It attacks my queen. It attacks f4. And yeah, and if I take on g5 with the pawn, then I'm opening up h2. So he can play either rook h2 or queen h2, whichever one wins quicker. They both win pretty quickly. Problem is he's threatening rook g1 mate and queen g1 mate, so I have to take. And now he's threatening everything. He's threatening bishop c4, bishop e4, and rook h1 check. And he's up 2 pawns. Okay, so yeah, g5 wins. Hopefully you found g5. Unfortunately, my opponent found it. If he doesn't play g5, then I'm winning. Okay, so I didn't see g5 5 moves ago, and then right here, right before he played, then I saw it. Yay! And we both had like 2 minutes left. Okay, I played rook g3 with seconds left, which is, stop being a bug, which is the best move. If I play queen h6, which some of you are yelling at your computer, then he mates me first. And yeah. You know what's funny? When I analyzed this in my head, I analyzed queen e2, queen c2 mate, and I realized that queen c2 and queen e2 was also mate, but I did not see queen f1 or rook g1. I only saw mate in 2, not mate in 1. Okay. And hopefully the bug will go away. All right, so I played rook g3, which is best, and I'm threatening everything again. Bishop takes queen, queen g5 check. So he takes. I still can't take his queen because he takes my queen. And this ending is not good. I'm down 3 pawns, and he has 2 connected passed pawns. Okay, I played king f2, trying to play rook g1 check to get his king in the corner. And he played bishop e4, which is best. If I check him, he'll just block with his bishop. And I got nothing. So I played rook c1. Maybe he'll take on d4, and I'll play rook to the back rank mate. You know, if I was playing you. Okay, he played h5, giving himself lots of lift. Bishop b2, defending my d-pawn. Rook d5. I checked and forked his pawns. He defended. And now the problem is if I play a normal move like rook takes a7, looks normal. Then he plays rook g5. And rook g2 check is really annoying. I'm going to lose my bishop and my h-pawn, and he's going to queen his f-pawn. All 3 are going to happen. So I played bishop c1 to get rid of his f-pawn, and I did. And after bishop d5, my bishop's attacked, my f-pawn's attacked, and when I save my bishop, he could play rook a4, for example, amongst other things, defending his pawn, and he's up 3 pawns. I had a funny conversation with Yasser after the game about the game, and he was like, yeah, you're down 2 pawns, and I said 3 pawns. He said 3 pawns. Wow. He couldn't believe I was down 3 pawns. There were a lot of crazy games today. There were 6 decisive games, 3 with black winning, 3 with white winning. If you're not following the tournament, you should, because really exciting games, really young players. I think nobody has 0 in any of the groups. Everybody got off 0 today in every group. And nobody has 3. So everybody's sort of bunched up, of course. It's only 3 rounds. Tomorrow, I'm playing Andre Barish Polets, something. He's the highest rated player in my group. I actually don't know where he's from. I think he's from Russia, but I'm not sure. His first name is Andre. I know that. He's 25, 78-ish, something. He has 2.5 out of 3, although a very suspicious 2.5 out of 3. Could have 1.5 out of 3. Could have 1 out of 3, but it's 2.5 out of 3 because he's a good player. So I'm black against him tomorrow, and after I get black against him, I get 2 whites in a row. Hooray! So that's the first game I've lost with white in a very long time. In the last Norm tournament, I lost 1 game and I was black. In the previous Norm tournament, I lost 2 games and I was black. The only game I've lost in the state of Georgia was Tchaikovsky, and I was black. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember losing with white. Sure, I've lost with white in the last year, but you can't prove it. Unless you go to your computer, then you can prove it. I mean, I must have lost with white in a slow-rated game. Did lose a blitz game. Slow-rated game losing with white. I don't know. I mean, it might have been a year, so, you know, I'll find out, and then the next video, or you guys can write your crazy comments like you like to do, and you can say, oh, no, you lost with white 4 days ago. You forgot, which is possible. Okay, so tough tournament. Somehow everybody lost every game. Everybody sacrificed their queen. Everybody got 7 pawn promotions. There were lots of games with huge material disparity. There were lots of time trouble, lots of exciting time trouble. And it's a really interesting tournament. One of the most interesting I've played in. Okay, wish me luck tomorrow. I'll need it. And don't forget to donate because I won't win a prize after this game. And like and subscribe. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And in real life, you can follow me too. I'll need some protection around here. A lot of bugs in here. And yeah, I put some kind of links you can click on. Might even work. I don't know. All right. Bye, everyone.